Call the member for Wright.
And I thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today I'd like to pay tribute to our soldiers who fought in the historic Battle of Long Tan, and a campaign that should never be forgotten in Australia's war history. On Saturday recently, the 18th of August 2012, it marked the 46th anniversary when Australian platoons numbering 108 were attacked by a force estimated to be more than 2,000. The bravery and resolve of the fighting spirit that Australian troops showed on that day is renowned. Such was the fighting spirit of our troops that, despite being outnumbered, our soldiers forced and advanced the enemy back, and we held our position. The Battle of Long Tan claimed only 18 soldiers and 24 were wounded. I commend each and every soldier for their service. I also take this opportunity to recognise the service and the dedication of our Vietnam veterans. Australia's military involvement in the Vietnam War was the longest in duration of any war in Australia's history, and one that I can hope will never be repeated. As proud Australians, we reflect and remember the 500 Australians killed, that there were 500 Australians killed and 3,129 wounded during this conflict. As a federal member of Parliament and a father, I feel it's a personal burden when our troops go to conflict zones around the world to assist and uphold our beliefs and the security of our nation. I pay my respects to the families and the friends of our soldiers for their support. I'd also like to acknowledge those soldiers that were unable to return or did not return from the Battle of Long Tan and the Vietnam War, and the veterans who are with us today, the veterans that are still here with us today. I was fortunate enough to be in attendance at a recent memorial morning service in Beaudesert and at dinner at Jimboomba to mark these occasions. Deputy Speaker, I'd like to recognise some of the RSL identities that work so hard for their colleagues in their local communities. This includes the Beaudesert RSL President Errol Guilfoyle and Senior Vice President Peter Higgins, President of the Jimboomba RSL sub-branch Jim Short, plus notables such as Sandy Lloyd, Brett McCready, Don Pidgeon, Marcus Broody and Gavin Thurlow, who work tirelessly ensuring the community is aware and able to commemorate the important military dates such as the Battle of Long Tan and Veterans Day. Mr. Speaker, there are parts in our military history that, as a nation, we should not be proud of. The way we welcomed back our Vietnam veterans is a blight on our history books, and I'm proud that, as a nation, we have matured when we have troops now returning from a battle, which we have currently in conflict in the Afghanistan and Middle Eastern area. We do share a more heroic and thankful attribute to those brave women who serve, that offer a blanket of security that our nation sleeps under every night, and we should always be cognizant of the sacrifice that our brave ADF personnel contribute, lest we forget.